Well, it's Monday of the week that 22 drops, so welcome to the last week of MLB The Show 21. My name's Rob. Thanks for coming in and checking out the stream. This is 50 KC Plus Gaming. 50 Plus KC Gaming. Let me get that right. It's Monday. I'm not quite awake. It's been an interesting sports weekend. Kansas is the only number one seed to make it to the Final Four. It's going to be Duke and Carolina, and I forget who the other one is. It's set up pretty nicely for Kansas to get their second national title under Bill Self. As a Missouri fan, that's not the best news for me, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see what else was going on. Oh, the Oscars last night. I never watched the Oscars, and I'm really regretting that today because apparently Will Smith just slapped the taste out of Chris Rock's mouth for a joke about Jada. So that was I thought it was a pretty tame joke. I can understand why Will would be upset about it. I can particularly understand why Jada would be upset about it. But what I can't understand is why once he went up there and assaulted Chris Rock, why he was allowed to stay in the building. If that was you or me, and we went up there and laid hands on somebody on that stage, we'd have been in handcuffs so fast and out the door to the police station it wouldn't be funny. So, anybody that says Hollywood doesn't have a different standard, you just saw a prime example of it right there last night. So just keep that in mind. If you're a regular folk, you'll get your ass in handcuffs in a hurry. If you're a quote unquote special person, Hollywood elite, yeah, you get away with a lot of crap. And they wonder why Harvey Weinstein went on for so stinking long. Yeah, we know why. So, but anyway, my name's Rob. Thanks for coming out and checking out the stream. This is the last week of MLB The Show 21. MLB The Show 22 drops midnight Friday, 11 o'clock Eastern Thursday for me. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to pick it up until 10 o'clock on Friday. So, on Friday morning. But I do have the day off, so I will be playing it. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to see how much the changes they did for franchise winds up being. Co-op's probably not going to be that big of a deal for me. I generally don't play online a whole lot, especially with anybody else, but that feels more like a thing for, big time streamer guys that, got big followings and, they know people who know people and blah, 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 blah. So, it's just not for me. But anyway, what I'm doing today is I'm just goofing around with the Diamond Dynasty. I actually went on to Wheel Decide and, between the teams and, which level they are, whether they're common, diamond, whatever. And this is the team I came up with. So I've got Franmil Reyes, finest diamond in right. Max Kepler, silver twin in center. And Grady Sizemore, left field, diamond in left. Well, that's not redundant at all. Jake Lamb, gold from Arizona. Diamond Bryce Terang from Milwaukee. Common Bravik Valera from the Padres. A nice blank card, a bronze Curtis Terry from the Rangers. And a bronze Jorge Alfaro from the Marlins. On my bench, I've got bronze Christian Yelich. Silver Alejandro Kirk. Common Keon Wong. Gold Jake Fraley. And a common Mark Payton. So not the best bench in the world. I was doing this previously, and I had David Ortiz and who was it? Oh, Pudge Rodriguez on my bench. So, at least I had somebody coming off the bench, but not this time. And in my rotation, Bronze Bumgarner, Bronze Sutton, Silver Snell, Silver McKenzie, Gold Blyleven. Then in the bullpen, you got Common Daniel Norris, Common Smeltzer, Diamond Zach Britton, Gold Blake Trinan, Bronze Colby Howard, Common Justin Brule, Diamond Craig Kimbrell, and a Bronze Ryan Brazier. So that's my randomly selected team right there. So we'll see how it goes. And of course, within the 11th inning program, you're supposed to beat each team on all-star level. So I think one of the teams I need to beat is Cleveland, so I'm just going to play Cleveland. So let's go ahead and go into play, single player modes, play versus CPU, move it up to all-star, get to Cleveland. And once I play that, I'm probably going to pop into Road to the Show. I've been doing pretty well on Road to the Show. I'm either up to Legend or Legend Plus hitting on Road to the Show, so we'll see what happens with that. And I always play as away, just because I like playing in the respective teams' Major League Stadium. So, although I don't particularly hit well in Cleveland, so we'll see what happens. And generally, I just randomly pick a pitcher, but since I didn't do that this time, we'll just go with Blyleven. I haven't used him in a while. And that's my lineup. Sizemore, Kepler, Reyes, Terang, Alfaro, Lamb, Terry, Valera, and Blyleven. So we'll see what happens on All-Star. Hopefully I'll be able to get a win here. And I won't have to play Cleveland again. All right, and there's our lineup.
We've got baseball for you this afternoon from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today it'll be Diamond Dynasty Baseball between the bench warmers.
From Progressive Field, there you see my online record, 21-11. Like I said, I don't play online a whole lot.
We are ready for some daytime baseball.
I might try it, considering I've got using a monitor now instead of a 50-inch TV, so lag time is much less. Strike at the knees, so hope everybody had a good weekend, as it was too short as usual, but that's what happens when you're a working man, so weekends go by too fast. Fastball misses inside, counts 3-1 now. Kepler waiting on deck. 3-1 pitch to Sizemore. Right down the middle, fouled it back. Just a little underneath it. And here comes the payoff pitch. Lazy fly ball to center. And the Cleveland center fielder squeezes it for out number one. So, made him work a little bit, so that's always good. Kepler steps in. As you can see, I'm batting a robust 125 with him. Slider misses up and in from McKenzie, who is also on my team, but he's just not being used at this point. Swings through a fastball, way late. Count evens at 1-1. That was not a good swing. Take the slider outside, 2-1 now. I feel like since I've started playing on this monitor, I don't have to worry about loading up so fast with my swings, so I can actually take pitches a little bit longer and see where they're going, and not have to worry about the issue of lag time between the time I hit the button and the time it reacts on the screen. So high fastball, strike one. So we got a man on first, one out for Franmil Reyes. Oh, another high fastball. I probably should have swung at that one, but did not do it. So here comes the 0-2. Misses inside with a curveball. I have become a lot more patient with my batting, so that is a good thing. And then I pop that one up. Medium depth center field. Center field is under it and gets it back in. A wild throw, but McKenzie's there to back it up. No advance by the runner, and there's two outs here in the first. That brings up Bryce Terang. As you can see, I'm using the Expos unis. Use the Expos unis for away and the Rainbow Astros unis for my home team whenever I do those. Swings at a high fastball out of the zone. Counts 0-2. So much for being patient, right? Here comes the 0-2 from McKenzie to Terang. This is high with a fastball. He's been throwing an awful lot of high fastballs. High fastballs, high sliders. He just has not a whole lot of control. So if we can just get something to drive here, get a good swing at it. So runner's going to be off with the pitch. With 2 outs here. And he misses with a slider away. 2 walks in the inning. So usually I don't get 2 walks in an inning, but you know, hey, at this point I'll take what I can get. Alfaro steps in. Fastball down in the dirt. Changeup, rather. Excuse me. That's his 22nd pitch of the inning so far, so we're making him work a little bit here this first inning. More balls than strikes, so that's a good thing. Said he's struggling with his control out of it. Oh, slapped foul. Counts 1-1 now. Oh, I really hope I get a hit here, get a run early. It's always a good thing. Curveball misses inside. 2-1 to count now to Alfaro. The Marlins backstop. Oh, I should just let that go. Anything I did with it by how late I swung was going to be bad. 2-2 the count now. Curveball, or that looked like a curveball, but it's slider and out of play. Count remains 2-2. That thing looked like it was kind of a looper, so I was like, and another foul off. That was probably, would have been ball 3, but it was close enough to swing at. Fouls a fastball back. Again late. It's early. My reflexes aren't all here yet, so. Fastball misses in, counts full. Runners are going to be off with the pitch. There they go. Oh, and I swung a ball 4. Oh my goodness, that was such a horrible swing. Twitched a little bit, and boom, strike 3. So, bottom of the first we go. So, like I said, Will Smith just slapped the ever-loving crap out of Chris Rock's mouth last night at the Oscars. That is not something you expect to see at an awards show. Whether it was staged or not, I have no idea. I'm going to think it's not because he was cursing quite a bit after he slapped him. So, you know, keep your effing name out of keep my wife's effing name out of your effing mouth. So that was just one of those things when I saw it on Twitter. I was just like, holy crap, is this real? But like I said, if it is real and he did not get arrested for assault, that tells you all you need to know about the difference between everyday people and Hollywood people. Period. And it's not like it's something we don't know anyway. You know, we know wealthy people get a whole lot more leeway than regular folk. Fastball at the knee, strike 1. Miles Straw stepping in to face the curve-balling righty. So I probably should use this curveball a little bit more. Instead of just throwing the fastball. Of course, I've got to be able to locate it. 1-2 now. So I drop one in finally. Back up the middle. Can't get it. And just like that, the first 2 are on against Blyleven. Not a good start to the bottom of the inning. Let's see here. We'll go with the fastball. And he crushes it foul down the right field line. Here comes the 0-1 from Blyleven. Out in front of the curveball, fouls it off. 0-2 to the 3-hole hitter for the Tribe. I can still call them the Tribe in this game because they're still the Indians. Probably can't do that in next year's version, but right now I can. I'm not going to get into the whole controversy over the name change. It's done. It's over with. It doesn't really matter at this point. Do I agree with it? Not particularly, but it's not my choice to make, so it really doesn't matter what my opinion on it is. So here comes the pitch. Fouls off the curveball. Count remains 0-2. Having a hard time putting Ramirez away here. Pop up. Third baseman's over. Calls for it. Squeezes it for out number 1. So shortstop finally makes his way over to cover the bag. So Franmil playing on both teams today. Here comes the first pitch to the Cleveland Franmil. Fastball over the inside corner at the belt. Strike 1. So Franmil is one of my favorite players to use in this game. He just, for whatever reason, I just hit well with him. And sure, I'm sure the finest card, stats doesn't hurt either. But even just the live series card, I've hit well with him. So there's just some cards in the game I just cannot hit with, and there's some cards it doesn't matter who's pitching. Oh, this could be it. 4, 6, 3, double play, just what we needed. Got Franmil to hit into that double play, so to the second we go. Lamb, Terry, and Valera due up for us. Hopefully we can get some hits this inning instead of just counting on walks. That'd be nice. Jake Lamb steps in. Curveball misses low, 1-0. So, like I said, I've been doing better, although you wouldn't know it by some of the swings I took in the first inning, but 2-0 now. Fastball catches the corner at the knees, 2-1. That was a good pitch. Wasn't going to be able to do a whole lot with it. Oh, got out in front of that one. Can he? No, he's going to be thrown out by a step. Nice play by the second baseman. That brings up Curtis Terry, who, as you can see, I haven't got a hit with him yet. Can't imagine many common players have many hits, but nice running grab there by Reyes, and there's 2 away. That brings up Valera. So we'll see if I can get a hit with Valera. Again, another common that I don't have any hits with. And McKenzie already up over 35 pitches. Changeup just misses the bottom of the zone, 2-0. So I am making him work. I'm just not getting anything out of it. Oh, swung late through a fastball. Like I said, it's early. I'm not quite awake. Fastball outside. It counts 3-1. And he's probably not going to give him anything to hit considering the pitcher's on deck. Fastball misses. That's my third walk of the game. That brings up Burt. Apparently Burt was a pretty good hitting pitcher for me. But I don't think I've used him that much anyway. So fastball high at the belt or above for strike 1. Blair takes his lead. Slapped foul. Counts 0-2 now. Out in front of the changeup. What are his pitches? 4-seam, 12-6 curve, slider, and change. All right. Fouls off the slider. Just got a piece of it. The 0-2 pitch to Blyleven from McKenzie. Fastball misses outside. Good eye. Sometimes I have a good eye. Sometimes I don't. So, and as you can see, I've got glasses, so I generally don't have good eyes. So, high fastball evens the count at 2-2. We'll see if Blyleven can't keep this inning going. Get it back around to the top of the lineup. And he pops up a changeup. So, put a good swing on it. Just got under a little bit, and that retires the side. So, we get another runner on via the walk. But can't push him around. Bottom of the second we go. No score. Josh Naylor steps in. Let's see here. I didn't start off anybody with a curveball last time, so curveball low. Really need to lock that in because I just am not doing that right now. 2-0. Blyleven comes in with a fastball. Naylor turns on it, but pulls it foul down the right field side. All right, haven't thrown anybody a changeup yet. Let's see what happens here. Low with a changeup, and it's 3-1. Oh boy. Swings through a fastball. Count is full. All right, really need to locate this one. And nope, and walked in. I'm having issues locating the curveball with Blyleven right now. There's finally a decent one, but still definitely not where I wanted it. So, lazy fly ball to the left. Goes way back onto the track. Makes the first out. That brings up Andres Jimenez. Speedy little infielder. First pitch from Blyleven. Fastball at the belt. Strike one. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Up the middle. Got a chance for 2. 6, 4, 3. The bare hand by the second baseman there. 2 innings, 2 double plays. So, pitcher's best friend, as they say. To the third we go. No score. So it's Monday. MLB The Show 22 is dropping midnight on Thursday. Well, midnight technically Friday, but you know what I mean. If you're watching, if you're waiting for MLB The Show to drop, you know when it's dropping. Fastball catches a corner, strike one. So I am really looking forward to it. You know, there's been issues with 21, so, but you know, there's always issues with video games. Something doesn't work here, something doesn't work there. I mean, there's always going to be issues. That's slapped in the right center, and it gets down in front of the center fielder for a base hit, our first hit of the ball game, and that gets Sizemore on the bases. Fastball misses low to Kepler. Sizemore takes his lead. McKenzie checks. A 1-0 pitch. Misses up and in with a fastball. 2-0 now.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard.
Oh, and he throws over trying to pick Sizemore off. All right. Here comes the 2-0 delivery to Kepler. Do I make him run? Nope. 3-0 now. The Franimo waiting on deck. Here comes the 3-0 delivery from McKenzie. Takes a fastball over the inside corner, 3-1. Taken all the way there. Here comes the 3-1 pitch from Tristan. Misses low, ball 4. Our fourth walk of the game. 4 walks in 3 innings. Brings up Franmil, first and second. Nobody out here in the third. McKenzie already almost to 60, and it's long out to the left. It's gone. Just gets over the wall for a 3-run bomb by Franmil Reyes, and that breaks the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0 good guys. And Reyes got all of that one and took it deep to left center field, 407 feet away. And just like that, the Chihuahuas are up 3-0. And Bryce Terang steps in. Takes a fastball low. Ball 1. And McKenzie almost to 60 pitches, and we're only in the third. Changeup catches the middle of the plate. Strike 1. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. Misses inside with a fastball. 2-1. I believe Terang walked his first time up. Takes another ball outside. 3-1. Alfaro waiting on deck. Still nobody out here in the third. Fastball misses again. That brings up Alfaro, who struck out his first time up. So 3 runs in, man on first. Nobody out here in the third. A 3-0 lead for the Chihuahuas. McKenzie struggling to get through the inning. Alfaro swings at a high fastball and misses strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Oh, slow roller out in front of the mound. McKenzie's got it. No play a second. On to first for the out. Alfaro's swinging bunt advances the runner, so at least he didn't strike out. That brings up Jake Lamb, who grounded out his first time. So man on second, one out for Lamb. McKenzie at 64 pitches on the day. Fastball just catches the zone, strike one. Shortstop playing games with a runner at second. And it's an easy 6-3 put out as the runner retreats to second. That brings up Curtis Terry. So 2 outs here in the third. He's got a chance to extend the lead if he can get a base hit. Swings through a slider, strike one. That was not a good swing. And we'll just stay there because I hit the wrong button. I'm not going to. Another inning with more balls than strikes for McKenzie. He is just struggling with his command. Fastball misses again, 2-1. So I'm not going to complain about him struggling with his command. Trust me. Slider inside, 3-1. Valera waiting on deck. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And it's a high fastball and didn't get enough of it. And that's the third out. But Chihuahuas get 3 on the massive 3-run shot by Franmil Reyes. Cleveland coming up in the bottom half of the third. So, let's see here. What to start him off with? Let's start him off with a 4-seamer up and in. Whatever we do not want to give up any runs this inning. We want to make sure it's a shutdown inning. Nothing worse than getting a lead and giving runs back up to the opponents. So, here comes the 1-1 delivery from Blyleven. This is low with a curveball, and I am struggling with my command of the curveball, that is for sure. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Fouls off the fastball, and the count evens at 2-2. But since it is his number 1 pitch, I'm going to have to keep throwing it. Fouls it off down the right side. Here comes the 2-2 delivery. Misses outside, and the count is full. It's a battle of 2 struggling pitchers, I'm telling you. Here comes a payoff pitch. Fouls off the fastball, he's out in front of it and yanked it foul. 3-2 delivery to Perez. Fouls off a changeup, just staying alive. 9th pitch of this at bat coming up. Alright, well, I'm going to challenge you. And he's early on the fastball again, fouls it out of play. Here comes a 3-2 pitch. This is way outside with a changeup, and it's a leadoff walk. And let's see here. McKenzie tries to bunt, but fouls it off. Here comes the 0-1. Misses high. Oh, there goes my dog. Hang on, baby boy. I'll get to you in a minute. Oh, got a chance for a double play. 3-6-3. And the bunt does not pay off. You're going to have to chill out, dog. I'll get to you in a minute. All right, 2 outs now here in the third. Here comes the first pitch. Swings through a curveball. All right, I'll be back in just a minute. Hang on. about that. My dog decided he needed to be tended to, so since I'm the only one here right now, I figured I probably ought to do that. So, but anyway. Alright, 0-1 to Rosario. Let's see if I can't get him to chase a curveball. I did, and he laced it foul. Counts 0-2 now. Just misses with a changeup. Counts 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch.
Good change up with some depth.
Slow roll to first, stays fair, and Terry steps on the bag for the out. So, 3 innings, 3 double plays. That's what you want to see from a pitcher. Get somebody on base and induce a double play. It's going to be Valera, Blyleven, and the top of the lineup. Valera, liner to the first baseman. Probably the best swing I've put on with him. So, it's only my second game using him. So, Blyleven steps in, takes a slider away. 1-0. McKenzie up over 70 pitches now here in the fourth. Fastball misses outside. 2-0 to his opposing number. Back up the middle. Second baseman's over. Throws and gets Blyleven by a step and a half. Nice play by the second baseman. And there's 2 away. That brings up Grady Sizemore, who singled and scored his last time up. Fastball right down the pipe, taken for strike 1. Oh, that was a horrible swing right there. 0-2 now to Sizemore. Curveball misses way outside. And yes, we are playing on All-Star. Oh, taken for strike 3. I didn't think that was low enough to hit the zone, but it was. So, first time not drawing a walk in that inning. So, to the bottom of the fourth we go. 3-0. Good guys. As old Hawk Harrelson would say. I never could stand him. I just hated the way he called games. Alright, first pitch to Miles Straw. I believe they got him from Houston, if I'm not mistaken. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Out in front of the plate. Can they get him? Just by a step. Nice play by Blyleven. I'm sitting there struggling to figure out whether to use the pitcher or the catcher right there. Which brings up J-Ram. 0-for-1 on the day. First pitch from Blyleven to Ramirez. Curveball misses low. 1-0 to the slugging infielder. Up the middle. Shortstop's there. Over to first for the out. 2 away. Blyleven looking good so far. Through 2 outs here in the fourth. Of course, I just had to say that, didn't I? Fastball misses inside. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Swings through a changeup, strike 1. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. Slapped hard, but hooking foul and out of play. 1-2 count to the cleanup hitter for the Indians. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. This is low with curveball. Alright. Swings through a high fastball, strike 3, and that retires the side. Decided to challenge him a little bit there and put it a little higher than he could get to it. So, Sam Hentges will be coming in to relieve Tristan McKenzie. He's got a 4-seam curve, change, and cutter. So we'll see if Max Kepler can do anything. First pitch to Kepler. Fastball right down the pipe. 0-1 to count to the second place hitter for the Chihuahuas. Takes a fastball to knees. Counts 0-2 now. Maybe being a little too patient here. Swung at one. Strike three. That was not a good at bat. Not a good at bat at all. So that's what happens when you get behind 0-2. Oh, check swing. Did he go? Yes, says Blue. 0-1 to Reyes. Hank is looking strong coming in out of the bullpen here in the fifth. Check swing. Strike two. Oh my goodness. All right. Fastball misses up and in. 1-2 now to Fran Mill. Oh, that was absolutely horrific. Check swing, ugly swing. And two up, two down, two strikeouts here for Hankus here in the fifth. Bryce Trang steps in, cleanup hitter for the Chihuahuas. Fastball at the knees, called strike one. He is just getting it and going. Misses low with a fastball. Counts even at 1-1. Back up the middle. Hankus grabs it. Over to first for the out. A 1-2-3 inning. To the bottom half we go. Still up by 3. Naylor, Ramirez, and Jimenez due up for the Indians. Soon to be Guardians. Here comes the first pitch to Naylor. Little looper into left. Drops for a base hit. Left fielder gets it in a hurry. It's a leadoff single for Naylor. Harold Ramirez steps in. Acquired last year from the Marlins, If I believe correctly. Changeup, catches the bottom of the zone, strike one. So as soon as I learn how to talk, it'll be okay. You know, I've only been on this earth over half a century, so I should learn how to talk eventually. I promise. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through a fastball, strike two. Naylor with his lead off first. Ramirez down 0-2 to Blyleven. Curveball bounces away, and there goes the double play chance as Naylor advances to second. Swings through a fastball, strike three. So after the wild pitch, we get him on a strikeout. So one out, man at second. Strike over the inside corner, about the knees. I am not pitching well with the curveball for Blyleven, which is not good because that is a primary pitch. Changeup, just got a piece of it, fouled it off, and counts 0-2 to Jimenez. Oh well. First you don't succeed, try again. Oh, just did go foul. I would have been highly upset with that. Popped it up. Alfaro's under it and squeezes it for the second out. Nice piece of pitching there by Blyleven, getting to pop up that fastball. That brings up the catcher Perez. Strike over the inside corner with a fastball. Just misses up and in with a fastball and count evens at 1-1. Oh, a little looper out in the right. Can Marias get there? Yes. Nice running grab, and it retires the side. So the Indians get their second hit of the day, but he's stranded at second. To the top of the sixth we go. Still 3-0 Kansas City. So my name's Rob. Thanks for coming in and checking out the stream. I do appreciate it. Hope you're having a good Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. Slapped hard the other way. Second baseman gets over and grabs it. Sets himself and throws over to first for the out. One away. As Jake Lamb steps in. Like I said, we had the Oscars over the weekend. I have no idea what won. I never watch it. The only thing I know about the Oscars this year, Will Smith slapped the crap out of Chris Rock's mouth. And he didn't get arrested for assault.
Runs
So,
outside, so it
you
goes
know,
to 2-0 now. And the pitch. Lifted the
and
other
pops him
way,
up with a
left center.
fastball.
Ramirez.
Lazy fly ball to left center. Left fielder's over and squeezes it for the second out. And that's going to bring up Curtis Terry,
In number 83.
who's got a pair of flyouts on today. Hinketh has looked strong since relieving McKenzie in the fifth.
Comes the first pitch.
Curveball misses outside, ball one.
2 men out.
So, like I said, I don't watch the Oscars, so
That's
I have no idea what films were up for anything, but apparently he won for after he slapped Chris Rock, he went back and got in a seat. And apparently, one of the next few awards, he won for his film about the Williams sisters, particularly about their father, Richard. Was it King Richard? I think strike three, as I was running my mouth and not paying attention. But I'm just stupefied how that could happen. You know, you go up and you lay hands on somebody, and you don't at the minimum get escorted out of the building. That's just, I don't understand that.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
I gotta tell you, Chris Rock's got a jaw on him because he just basically stood there and was like, okay. But Bradley Zimmer pinch hitting. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Does miss it with a changeup. Here comes a 2-1 delivery. Over to third. Couple hops. Over to first, and that retires Zimmer 5-3. Ahmed Rosario steps in. He walked in the first and is 0 for 1. So what do you think would happen? What do you think would happen to you if you just randomly walked up to somebody on the street and was seeing somebody get hit like that? You think he'd probably get arrested? Yeah, I do too. Probably so. But you know, it's the Oscars. They're the Hollywood elite. You know, they get to do what they want without any repercussions, it seems like. Fastball misses outside, counts 2-1. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. I'm trying to get myself awake and not play too terribly bad today, but I never said I was a good baseball player, so I never said I was a good video game player. So just take that for what it's worth. Here comes a 2-2 pitch from Blyleven to Rosario. Swing and a miss, strike three, and there's two away. And that brings up Miles Straw, the former Astro farmhand. And let's see if I can't get a curveball over for a change. That'd be nice. Swing and a miss. So I will tell you, I am looking so forward to MLB The Show 22 dropping. I cannot wait till Friday. And yes, I know technically it drops Thursday night at 11 p.m. my time, Central time, but I'm not going to be picking up the game until 10 a.m. Friday morning. So, but I still got the whole day Friday off, took the day off, and see how it works. And see all the new cards and everything. So it's, release day is always a fun day for any game, but particularly for baseball for me. So, I'm a big baseball nut. Stanlin comes in for the Indians. Yeah, next year we'll be calling them the Guardians. Don't forget that. Valera steps in 0 for 1. First pitch. Slapped hard. The first baseman's got it. Tosses to the pitcher covering. One up, one down. That brings in Blyleven. I probably ought to pinch hit for him, considering I'm not pitching. I cannot get that curveball over to save my freaking life. Let's see here. I'll get Trinan up. And we'll get Trinan up. We'll go with Trinan. All right, substitute for Bert. As you can see, my bench is not the greatest, but we'll go with Jake Fraley. But that's what happens when you leave it up to a spinning wheel to find out what teams and what levels you can play with. So won't be doing that once we drop 22 because I'll be using whatever I have available. So I'll be going after collections hot and heavy. So swing ain't gonna miss a changeup. That was not a good swing. So this time on, well, maybe not this time. Yeah, it's still a little bit early, but Friday I'll be playing the crap out of MLB The Show 22. I did do the tech test, so it was a good little sampling of what's to come. I'm not sure I like the PCI thing, but fouled off the fastball. Count remains 3-2. The PCI anchor thing, I don't know that I'll use it a whole lot. I've been getting better at batting, so Fraley puts a charge into it, but not enough of a charge as Reyes squeezes it in medium deep right field for out number 2. So, like I said, that PCI anchor, I tried it out a couple times on the tech test. I've even played with it a little bit doing custom practice since we still have access to that. Did you call that a strike? Okay, no. But I could see where it could be helpful if you're having problems hitting in a certain location. But that's just going to be like a temporary crutch until you do get better at it, I think. But fastball up and out of zone. Counts even at 2-2 to Sizemore. 1 for 3 on the day. Fouls off a fastball. Count stays 2-2. But we'll see what happens with it. Like I said, I don't consider myself a very good player. I just like having fun with it. And baseball is my best. Well, I shouldn't say best, but my favorite sport to watch. So. Oh, didn't quite get that. Got under it just a little bit. Come on, drop it, please. Drop it. No. Okay, all right. Yeah, you don't see too many of those. Anyway, but you'll see them. You might see them if you get a running animation, but not very often. Yes, I know. Trying to come on in and put it in the game. All right. Jose Ramirez steps in, 0 for 2. So, and baseball's getting ready to start. It's a little bit going to be just a touch later than it was going to be because of the lockout. And I'm not going to get started on that because I'm going to get PO'd if I start talking about that. But at least they're playing. Oh, and that's going to put them on the board because I just grooved one. And just like that, it's a 2-run ball game. Well, stink. So, but like I was saying, baseball with the lockout and everything, we had tickets originally to the Royals home opener, which was supposed to be Monday the 5th. Okay. But since it got canceled, we're just like, nope, give us our money back. Like, well, do you want to switch it to another game? No, not really. I'm just like, y'all want to do that nonsense? Y'all don't need our money. So we had partial season tickets to the Royals for a number of years until after the 2015 World Series win. Then prices went up, and it's just like, all right, we're done. I get it. You win a World Series, prices are going to go up. I get that. It was fun to watch the Royals. It was hilarious though back in 2014 when the Royals made the playoffs for the first time in like 30 years. that was also our wedding anniversary. So we'd saved up and set up a trip to Hawaii for our wedding anniversary. And of course, we set it for October because, you know, Royals never make the playoffs. That year, what do? They make the playoffs. Not only do they make the playoffs, they make it all the way to the World Series. Now, we did buy playoff tickets that year. We were at that wild card game against the A's, and that was the loudest I've ever heard Kauffman Stadium in my life. I mean, it was just ridiculous. Of course, and that was the Tuesday after that Monday night game between the Chiefs and the Patriots, where the Chiefs just demolished the Patriots, and everybody was talking about how Tom Brady was done. Here we are 8 years later. Brady's still playing. I don't think he was done. Do you? So, oh, that one's going to drop, foul. Well, at least it didn't go in the. Got a chance, and we get him at second. Kept with it, got him, trying to get greedy. We're lucky that didn't drop into the stands. Otherwise, that would have been a crazy. That was crazy to get him like that. Cutter just misses inside. So, but like I was saying, we had playoff tickets for the ALDS, the ALCS, and the World Series. Now, when the ALCS was going on, that's when our trip to Hawaii was. So we sold our tickets to a friend of ours, face value. We just wanted to get our money back for it. So, but of course we missed the game where Mike Moustakas dove head first into the dugout to catch a ball and got caught by the fans. That was pretty awesome. But over to second, squeezes it, over to first for the out, and that retires the side. But it didn't get a run on the solo blast by J-Ram. To the eighth we go, 3-1. So, and then the Royals wound up losing in 7 to the Giants. Well, I should say they lost a mad bum because it was really Bumgarner that won that series for the Giants. I mean, he just put him on his back, and Royals had a chance out there in San Francisco, and they let that one game get away, and then it is what it is. But they got it back the next year. They ran it back and got to the World Series again and beat the Mets in 5. So fouls off the changeup, 0-2. I'll never forget that first game of the 15 World Series. The first at bat for Escobar hits it out in the left center field, and who was it? Cespedes just booted it, and he wound up getting a little league inside the park home run. So, and then of course the quick pitch by Familia to Alex Gordon, who just put it over the center field wall. And there's one for Reyes. It's a no-doubter, and that ball is out of here. He gets that run back. 2 home runs on the game for Franmil. All 4 runs for the Chihuahuas today. So I was playing a game last night. I had scored 6 runs. Both of them were on a pair of 3-run homers. So Terang steps up 0 for 1. Franmil with a blast off of Wickren. And that one slapped hard the other way. Left fielder's going back. It's over his head. It's up against the wall for extra bases. Terang pulls into second with a 1-out double. So back-to-back extra base hits here for the Chihuahuas. And we're looking good here in the 8th. First pitch to Alfaro. Swings through a high slider. I do not like swinging through sliders, especially high sliders, because those are pitches that should just be hammered. And to be fair, in this game, in 21, high sliders and high changeup and high curves have been thrown entirely too much, especially online. Slapped hard back up the middle, just over the second baseman. They're going to send Terang home. The throw's up the line, Terang scores, and it's 5-1. Good throw would have had him, though. Good throw would have had him. So it's 5-1 now as Jake Lamb steps in. Oh, and that one gets away from the catcher. Wild pitch. And the runner goes up to second. 1 out, man on second in scoring position for Jake Lamb. Slapped hard back up the middle, base hit. They're sending him home, a little bit of a juggle out there in center, and there's going to be no throw, and it's 6-1 now. And that brings in Brian Shaw for the Tribe. Cutter, slider, curveball, and change. So after giving up that home run in the bottom of the 7th, we've really kind of tacked on some runs here. Swings through a high slider, again with the high slider on a swing through it. Well, might as well throw it until I hit it, I guess. Nope. Slow roller down the third baseline. Pitcher gets it and throws him out at first. Runner advances to second. There's 2 outs here for Valera, who's 0 for 2. I'm still hitless with him. I'm probably not going to be playing too many more games with him, though. So, just depends on what the wheel decides, I guess. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, that would have hit him. That was me twitching at the ball. So, all right. Slow roller to first, and that's out. Number 3, but we put 3 more on the board. As Reyes goes yard with a solo blast. 6 runs on 6 hits. Bottom of the 8th we go. Chihuahuas by 5. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get Britton and Kimbrell up because they're my next other 2 good relievers in the bullpen. All right, first pitch to Jimenez. Just outside. That was not a good pitch. The 1-0 misses high. 2-0 now. Swings through a sinker, strike 1.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe
fouls off the cutter, evens the count at 2-2. So one of these days I'll be able to figure out how to pitch. I promise. I just am not getting it for whatever reason today. Here comes the payoff pitch. Oh, just out of his reach. Count remains 3-2. Fouls off the slider. All right. Oh, I thought that was strike 3. Said it's ball 4. All right. That's what happens when you're not hitting your spots either. You don't get the calls. Swings and a slider, strike 1. What was I talking about? I don't know. Heck, I can't find it. The heck with it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1 away. Owen Miller pinch hits for the pitcher. See if we can get another double play here. Not with a high slider, you're not, though. One of the things that annoys me, particularly with Road to the Show, my buddy brought it up last night, and I was watching as I was playing it, and it's just, they have a tendency to throw too many high pitches when it's a double play situation. Throwing high sinkers and high sliders and high cutters. I get it, I guess, but left center, left fielder's coming over, squeeze it for out number 2. So no double play this inning. But we're 2 outs for Rosario here in the 8th. First pitch, catches the outside corner, not where I was aiming it, but got the strike. The 0-1, misses inside with a sinker. Yeah, the pitcher's getting tired, yes. Probably going to be his last batter. Fouls it off into the crowd. Counts 1-2 now to Rosario. Yeah, throwing a few pitches with Trinan. He's probably not going to be available the next game, should he be on the team. I'm probably going to re-roll for the team here the next time I come in. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield. Terry's there. Under it and squeezes it for the third out. To the ninth we go, up by 5. It'll be pinch hitters Sizemore and Kepler in the ninth. So, Trevor Stephan. 4-seamer, slider, changeup, and 2-seam. Alright. And we'll go with Christian Yelich, since he's a lefty. And the pitcher's a righty. Like I said, won't be able to do this with 22 for a while, but I'm going to work on the collections pretty hot and heavy to start with. Turned on, but foul and out of play. Counts 1-1 now to Yelich. Pinch hitting for Trinan. The 1-1 delivery. Slider misses outside. 2-1 now. We say 4-seam slide, change, 2-seam. Alright. He's going to throw something up. And he did, and I'm swung. Whatever the word I'm saying is. Through the changeup. Fastball, strike 3 at the knees. Boy, that was a nice pitch. I just locked me up. That brings up Sizemore, who's 1 for 4 on the day. Fastball outside, ball 1. Gotten a little more aggressive, I think. Late with another high slider. I just drive me crazy. And I keep not hitting it, so they're going to keep throwing it, I guess. Over into the right center field gap to make the play, 2 outs. And that brings up Max Kepler. He's got a pair of walks on the day. So I've got like 4 or 5 walks in the game. Not too many strikeouts, I don't think. No more than 4 or 5, so. At least I don't think so. I'm not going to swear to it, though. Swings at a fastball inside. Would have been ball 2. Here comes the 1-1 from Stephan. Now I'm just being silly. That was a horrible swing. What are you swinging at? And he comes back with that fastball on the corner. It's just like clockwork there in that. Straw, Ramirez, and Reyes in the bottom of the ninth. My goodness. Who are you going to bring in? Righty, switch hit righty. I'm bringing in the lefty. Come on, Britton.
Zach Britton, a 6'1" southpaw, will be the one who gets the call from the bullpen here. Now into the box, Miles Straw struck out in his last trip to the plate. High in the air.
Little looper out to center. And squeezed for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the ninth. That's always a good thing. Never want to give up a leadoff base runner to give him any hope. Ramirez, who got the only RBI of the game for the Indians with that solo shot back in the 6th, steps in. First pitch to J-Ram. Misses inside with a slider. The 1-0 pitch. High sinker. That is not where I was putting that. 1-1 to count now. Fastball at the knees. Counts 1-2. Here comes a 2-strike pitch. Slider misses inside. Counts even at 2-2. Fouls off the fastball. The count remains 2-2 here. Top or bottom of the ninth, sorry. My name's Rob. Thanks for coming and checking out the stream. I do appreciate it. Hope you're having a good Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. Like I said, interesting stuff happening over the weekend. The Oscars at the top of that list with Will Smith smacking the crap out of Chris Rock, but you know. Here comes a 2-2 delivery.
Sent out to
Lazy
second
fly
base
ball to
and
center.
Kepler's there for it.
Sizemore's coming in.
Two gone.
Squeezes it for the out. Or is it Sizemore? I can't remember. The hell with it. I can't find it.
Friendly Reyes. He comes to the plate as the last
Oh, hey,
man
Mr.
for his
Vaughn.
side.
Thought you
2-1
were
the
pitching
count.
today. I did. Oh, sorry. I turned it on in the second inning.
First offering.
Boy, that's one of the toughest
Major
tests
league
in the field.
quotes. You gotta love them.
Breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific
Here
pitch.
comes a 1-0 to the Franimal.
Up top, it's
Misses high with a
Kepler.
sinker, and that was nowhere near what I was looking at.
Awfully careful because he's going to be
All
swinging in
right.
those shoes.
Fouled
Fouls
ball.
off a fastball and it counts
Bases
2-1.
empty here with 2 men out.
There's no sense in really nibbling with this guy.
Fouled
Fouls off
away.
another fastball. Counts 2-2.
Last strike now for Cleveland.
Swing!
Swings.
Strike
Struck
3,
him
and that
out,
retires
and
the
the
side.
inning
So
ends. Game is over.
we get the win on All-Star against Cleveland, so that'll help us with the 11th inning program.
Takes care of business.
Just kind of playing around, having a good time with it today.
Final
So,
tally today.
just
Kansas
waiting for
City
22 to
this
drop, to be
game from the
honest.
third inning
So,
on and never wavered.
I did like the
Players
tech
turns to
test. It had
Cleveland
some,
on the mound. Tristan McKenzie was
it looked
relieved.
good.
Worked 4
Looked
innings
a little
as he
bit
pitched
crisper, a
3
little bit
outs. So
cleaner.
that'll just about do it
Gameplay
for
was a
us
little
this
bit smoother.
afternoon.
So,
Thanks to Mark DeRosa
we'll
and
see
Jason
how
Mazak and
the
Jason
servers react
Marino
on
for the
Friday.
excursion. This has been a
We all know how
presentation
the
of
servers usually
MLB The
react
Show.
on
For more
release
info,
day.
head over to
And it
theshow.com.
doesn't matter whether it's early access or the actual release date, there's going to be issues. Although I will say it was nice to see them give everybody access to the tech test this year, so they could kind of get an idea of what it's going to be like. So hopefully there won't be so many issues. I remember the last few years, the release day has just been overridden with so many server issues. But hopefully they get that straightened out, because I really like the gameplay, and I really think SDS overall does a good job with it. They've done outstanding with the content, particularly last year. So it is the only baseball game out there, and luckily they take it seriously for the most part. Now, if you're a franchise player, you might say they've not done much. If you were an online franchise player, you're like, they ain't done anything for me. But ever since Diamond Dynasty kind of came into existence, it's been pretty much all about Diamond Dynasty. So it is what it is. It's a money maker for them. They're going to want to make money. They're in business to make money. Every business is in business to make money. So, I don't know, excuse me for a second. But anyway, that's going to be it for this little go around. I've got to start getting ready for my daytime job. So I will talk to y'all later. Hope y'all have a good week. And if you're waiting for 22 like me, it's not much longer. We're almost there. Talk to you later. Take it easy. Peace.